whenever you may be watching this. Welcome back to the YouTube. Today is the 18th of February. It's actually 10 days away from my birthday. My birthday's on the 28th. But today, it feels a little bit weird because I feel like I literally did another YouTube video about 3 days ago. Well, I literally did do another YouTube video about 3 days ago. But I thought I'd do next week's video today because I wanted to record my posterior session, which includes stiff legs, which is always kind of a bit entertaining to see. If you're into training, the enjoyment you get out of doing a pull from the floor or watching somebody else do a pull from the floor, I think it's up there with the top movements, to be honest. And especially doing it at Le Coach, because there's a lot of people that encourage you to move a bigger weight. They spot you when you need it. That's something I've noticed from training there. If you're struggling towards the back end of a set, somebody will come over and spot you a lot of the times. Or if you're watching somebody else towards the back end of their set and they're struggling, you go over and help them. Or you go over and just encourage them towards those last few reps. And I really like that. That's how all gyms should be, in my opinion. But at that gym, everybody trains hard. Well, majority of people train really hard. And the owner, Nathaniel, he's one of those that always comes over and encourages people. So I think that rubs off onto everyone else. Today, we're going to talk about how to diet, firstly. Do my little chat in the car again. I quite like that segment. And then obviously we've got posterior session. Before that, I'm going to do my client check-ins this morning. And then I've got a PT at 9 o'clock. So I will try and get some bits recorded for that, just a couple of clips to show you. Then we'll drive to Le Coach for posterior, which I'll record as well. And then come back and I'm going to give you a little flat tour. Because I did a tour of my flat briefly on Instagram, but I haven't shown the YouTubers as if there's going to be any new people on it. You all probably would have come from Instagram. But either way, I'm going to show you a little flat tour once I clean it, because it's a bit of a mess at the moment. One thing I want to show you actually, bear with. So these bad boys came in the post. Don't know if you can see that. Is that going to focus? Business cards. Oh yes, look at that. So it's got Jan Petzmir, physique development coach, and then it says online coaching, personal training, my number, picture of me, and then on the back it says intense coaching, which is obviously the company name, and my Instagram, and another picture. I'm fucking happy with those. I designed them myself. I know. Yeah. For any graphic designs, shout your boy. But I got 100 orders from Canva. I didn't actually realise that you can order business cards from Canva because I created them with an idea to send off to something like Vistaprint that would then produce the actual cards. But there was an option just to literally pay for them on Canva. So yeah, done that. Got 100. Got some in the gym as well. I'm very happy with that. Very professional. I'm just going to be handing them out to people in need. Take my card. Take my card. Take my card. Right, that's enough waffling for this morning. I'm going to crack on with some work. I'll chat you later. Chat you later. We're back with the car chats. What I wanted to talk about was how you can plan a diet, because recently I've been talking to a lot of people on social media that I've been trying to help. They've been saying, I'm planning to start a diet soon. Main question is like, how much cardio should I do? How much should I reduce my calories by? And obviously this is all very person specific, so I can't give you exact figures because everybody's completely different and in completely different situations, but I can give you some tips. If you're watching this, you're most likely a little bit clued up with what your current calorie intake is. If you're not, ideally you need to find out where that is. So before you start your diet, what I would do is track your food for about a week. Find out where your calories are at. As well as doing that, track your body weight. Don't change anything in your diet. Just track it for a week, as well as tracking your body weight. See what your body weight does whilst tracking your food. If your body weight is staying around the same, you're at about maintenance calories. If your body weight is going up, that means you're most likely in a calorie surplus. And if your body weight is coming down, that means you're already in a calorie deficit, most likely. If you want to be more accurate, track it for 2 weeks. Just for argument's sake, we're going to stick to a week here. If you're that type of person that's not tracking your food, you've now got
your answer, whether you're at maintenance, in a surplus or a calorie deficit. Obviously, you need to enter a calorie deficit, which means you need to be consuming less calories than you burn day to day. Now you know what roughly your maintenance calories is. I would drop, firstly, your calories about 200 to 300 underneath that number. And additionally, if you want to, just move a little bit more. You can do that via steps, for instance, maybe a little bit of cardio. At the end of the day, it comes down to how long you've got, really, and how much you need to pull off. If, say, for instance, the diet is only 8 weeks long and you want to pull off a decent amount, then you're going to have to do quite aggressive straight out the gate. So you're going to maybe want to drop your calories a bit more than that and increase your expenditure a bit more. Whereas if you're not trying to pull off that much and you've got, say, 16 weeks, then you can start slow. There's no point slamming the cardio and just dropping your calories right down, because it's just not sustainable. You'll get results quickly in the short term, but long term, you're going to crash and burn. So just bear in mind these things, like the duration, how much you've got to pull off. And if you don't know those two things, you probably need to plan your diet a little bit better. Think about it, like when do you want to hit a certain weight by, for instance? What I would also say is track your body weight. Don't be scared to track your body weight, and understand that you're going to have fluctuations week to week. People get too caught up on the scale weight because they don't understand their day-to-day fluctuations and why that is the case. Just because your body weight jumps up by half a kilo overnight doesn't mean that you've gained half a kilo of fat. You just might be holding on to a bit more water because you didn't sleep properly, because you might have been highly stressed. All of these things come into play, and it causes your body to hold on to a bit more water than usual. So track your body weight. I would say at least 4 times a week. You can use a really good app called Happy Scale. Track your weight, and that also tells you your average rate of loss per week. And obviously you want to try to maintain a decent rate of loss. Again, it depends how much you want to pull off and your duration. For instance, for me, I'm trying to maintain a rate of loss of about 0.6 to 0.7 kilos per week to hit my goal. And if I drop out of that range, then I just move more or eat less. It's as simple as that. When it comes to actually pulling calories from your diet, I would leave protein around the same. You don't really need to alter that too much. But if you do want to alter protein, try to keep it to 2 grams per kilo of body weight. For women, you can drop it a little bit less than this to around 1.8. Fats, again, it's person specific depending on your body weight and where you're at, but you don't want to drop these down too much. Everybody should be consuming more than at least, I would say, 35. You want to be consuming at least around 35 to 40 grams minimum of fat per day, coming from healthy sources. So the main macronutrient you're going to want to alter will be carbohydrates, and this is obviously going to result in you having a drop of energy towards the back end of the diet, as well as a drop in performance in the gym, which is why it's crucial to try to track your numbers in the gym and maintain as much strength as you can in order to retain that muscle tissue that you've built. So your intensity in the gym is really the key to whether you're going to keep on to the muscle tissue that you've built. Because, you know, when you're deep into a diet, obviously it depends again how much you want to pull off, but if you want to get relatively lean, because you're in such a deep calorie deficit, if you're not training hard enough, your body will just get rid of the muscle tissue. At the end of the day, muscle tissue requires more energy. So if your body can afford to get rid of it, then it will. Now, many people will plan, say, a 12 to 16 week diet, get maybe 8 to 10 weeks into it, starts to get quite hard, and maybe just stop there because they're like, right, okay, I'm happy, I'm content with how much I've pulled off. It's getting a bit hard now, or I'm struggling to continue to lose weight, I'm just going to stop there. You've got to realise, if you want to follow through with this and get in really good shape, then you're going to have to struggle a little bit. You're going to have to come to terms with that. You're going to need to make sacrifices, like you're not going to be able to always eat what you want. You're gonna have to say no to certain cravings that you get throughout the day. Maybe if your friends are going out for drinks, you're gonna have to either not drink or pick smarter choices, things like white spirits and 0 calorie mixes. You've got to realize these things before you start the diet and realize that you're gonna have to make sacrifices if you want to get in incredible shape. Then you've got to ask yourself, like, how much does it mean to you? How much do you want it? Are you willing to give up those things in order to get in shape? A lot of people aren't, which is absolutely fine. Just a little chat about what you need to consider if you're planning a diet, because we are coming up to summer now, so I thought that might be quite helpful for people. If you've got any questions at all, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm just on my way to the coach now, so we're going to try and record some bits from the Posterior session. Hopefully they've got the deadlift platform set up so I can do stiff legs. Whoa, that's zoomed in. My right arm was hurting, so I've swapped. By the way, I drive an automatic, so this isn't dangerous. I'm just holding it with one hand and you can't see it. I haven't done stiff legs I didn't do them last week. I did a variation on the Smith machine, so I'm hoping I'll be able to pull from the floor because I miss them. I miss my babies. I slam my pre. Oh, my pre's in the boot. Bollocks. Slam my pre when I get to the gym. Write my session out when I get to the gym and train fucking hard. Let's get it.
Left side. I'm sorry, this side is. Oh, sorry, it's in there. I'm like, no. Never moved that
Looking leaner, 100%. Just need these fucking love handles to go. Oh yes, getting leaner, 100%. Don't mind me. No. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no worries. You're all good. Oh, you're not going to show me up, are you? I'll get mine out. Have you competed before?
Yeah.
When are you looking to compete next?
I've got 11 weeks.
11 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I haven't competed yet. I was going to this year, but I went full time with coaching.
Okay.
So I didn't really want to throw a competition prep on top of that and jeopardise my business. So I'm looking probably to do it next year.
That's fair enough. Yeah. I compete with PCX. I do athletic figure. So
Oh, nice.
This is my third show, but second in athletics. So I took 2 years off.
Yeah.
But I love prep. It's weird.
You love prep.
Yeah.
You're the first person I've ever heard say that.
I love it when people look at you and they're like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'm kind of starving myself, but I'll be alright.
And we're back from the gym. Solid posterior session. Had to adjust my plan slightly because they haven't got a hip extension set up yet or a deadlift platform. To be fair, with a Smith machine, it's still a very, very good movement and I feel a great connection in my hamstrings throughout the entire set. But I enjoy pulling from the floor a lot more. Just ripping a heavy weight off the floor, it does something to you. It makes your balls big. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is carry this video over to tomorrow so I can show you the flat tour because at the moment it needs a clean and I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm a bit fucked. But yeah, new low this morning of 85.4, new lowest weigh-in. Definitely look leaner as well. I was posing after the session today, as you would have seen again, and I definitely look leaner. Like my midsection, I can see more lines in my obliques, my just front on ab shot. Yeah, that's the main area that I'm noticing I'm looking leaner. So we're moving in the right direction, which is fantastic. I'm getting a little bit hungrier now as well, which is about fucking time because I haven't really had those hunger signalings up to this point. I almost want to suffer, like I'm ready for it to get a little bit harder because it doesn't feel like I've been dieting up to this point. I'm getting a bit more of a craving for the sweet stuff as well. So what I'm going to do this evening is I've got 2 meals left, so I'm going to merge them to one and have a big cream of rice meal because you guys know me, you know I like a big bowl of cream of rice. You can't go wrong. The next time you see me, I'll probably be doing a little flat tour and then we'll close off the video there. But who knows, we might extend it. We'll see.
How are we all doing? Let me mute this. So it's the next day. I've just spent about an hour and a half cleaning my entire flat because it just needed a deep cleanse, you know, starting to get on my nerves a little bit. Usually I'll do like a deep clean of the whole flat, probably like once every 2 months, I would say. I should probably do it more, but I hate it. I really hate it. But now it looks really, really nice. Perfect time to do a little flat tour. So let's go. We start with the living room. Big old mirror. Kitchen. So when I bought this flat, I wanted something where the living room and the kitchen were in the same room. It has the appearance of being bigger, and you know, if you have people around, it's a lot more sociable. Yeah, I just much prefer it. It looks more modern to me. So as I was saying, kitchen, fridge. If we're going into a lot of detail, here's what I keep in the fridge. Chicken, beef, meatballs, kale, potatoes. That's alcohol-free beer, chill. Water, mayo, more water, milk, Diet Coke. Ginger ale, that's somebody left that here. Yogurt, tomatoes, dark chocolate, pineapple, onions, chicken sausage, pineapple. Freezer, we've got some wraps, bagels, ice, and frozen fruit. Air fryer, other cupboard. I'm going into a bit too much detail here, but in case you want to see it, that's some cream of rice that needs to go in the fridge. Sink area, that all needs washing up. That's the kitchen. Then we've got the little coffee bar over here. Rice cooker, coffee machine. It's one of those Nespresso coffee pod ones. So I keep all my coffee pods in this little pot here. Just pick one out of there. Some syrup, some other pods, and then we've got cream of rice, coffee, more coffee, green tea, different ways down there. Those glasses are being sold, Diet Cokes, and then we've got the living area. Well, we've got the little table here. I never really use this, to be honest. I could get rid of it, but just in case, you know, you have a little romantic date. Then we got the sofa. I wanted a corner sofa. That was one thing that I really wanted. Table, cushion, TV, PS4. Nice little picture of Elsie there. If you're wondering why am I doing a flat tour, it's because I only moved in here August. So I did a brief flat tour on my Instagram, but I thought I'd do a bit more of an in-depth one for YouTube. It's just something else to add to a video, isn't it? I'm running out of ideas at this point. Let me come through here. Got the office. This is my supplement wall, if you want to call it that. Laptop, whiteboard. What I do is I'll always write out tasks that I want to do the night before and then make sure that I tick off every single task the day after. Gym bag, tripod. There's a random cupboard with just my golf stuff and other shit in. Another storage place here. Then you've got this cupboard. Literally just a storage cupboard with some shoes up there. And then the bathroom. Toilet, mirror. Pretty small, but it's alright just for me. And then the master bedroom where the magic happens. Or maybe not. My bed. Mirror. And that is it. I'm gonna go in the other room because that is going mental. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna have to keep thinking of new, exciting ideas to come up with because I'm really enjoying making these. Whoa, that one. I'm enjoying making these, so I need to keep the ideas fresh and coming. Keep it entertaining for you people. If there's anything you want to see on the channel, drop it down below. We shall leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace and love, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.